To watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
No, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting. We'll be cringing to watch Mojo and how Chris promotes the show, trying to avoid bone death and occasionally having fantastic guests. You're watching Chris and John have a chat.
Oh no, the Canadians are coming.
The homeless chums and the mist of a machine combine to make the ultimate team. Chris Betts and John Hastings providing delicious chat that you shall be tasting.
Why am I here by myself?
We'll be
So many reasons.
Did you just want to see how long I would keep doing that?
Chris,
You
we
are
can-
muted.
Still muted, Chris.
You were looking down. I thought it'd be funny if you didn't notice. That was my hope, is that you would just keep doing what you were doing.
I had my periphery on.
Boo. Watching out for predators, you know what I'm saying? Just in case someone sneaks up on you guys.
Exactly.
I'm very, shall we say,
Allegedly.
That's right. Allegedly in Union Square in New York, and I have 2 spots tonight. It's going to be a real time. I've never done this before. Let's talk for 2 hours.
Oh, you're going to have a great time. It's so fun to be allegedly
time
on stage.
I've never done it before. This is my first time ever. Let's try 15 years in, huh?
It's very nice. All that happens is you realize how stupid what we do is.
Oh, good.
And then you just lean into it. You start off by being like, what an unnatural way to communicate with other human beings. Well, here we go.
I could 100% use that for current preparations are undergoing.
Do you need to write it down?
Write what down?
Never mind.
Aww.
Snazzy.
It's a fun
Did
shirt.
I mess that up, or is John stoned?
I feel like you both dropped the ball on that one.
Okay.
All right, good. I would like someone
Did
to
anyone get what I was trying to ask?
Please say no.
No idea.
Oh, thank God. I love it. This is the best. This is like free money right here, because I should be in the wrong. This is like, she's the Chicago Bulls and I'm the Detroit Pistons. Is that a good reference? No.
Which era? The early days or the late ones where they swept the Pistons?
The one where they swept the Pistons. But the Pistons in this moment came from behind. What a surprise. Yeah. The Detroit team I was thinking, by the way, was the Detroit Lions. But the Chicago Bulls do not play football. So in
very
that
different
case,
sports. Yeah.
Yeah, the Chicago Lions would have they would have the advantage in that circumstance.
Yeah. I mean, the more you talk, the more I feel like Ashley was right and we both just missed it. That's how I'm feeling now.
I feel, you know,
I really thought I asked a genuinely okay thing, and then you just didn't understand, and I felt broken.
Oh, well.
Hooray. Welcome to the Untitled Twitch stream, everybody. John's high, Ashley's broken, Chris is stressed. Let's have a good time.
Why is Chris stressed?
Chris,
What's got you stressed?
Just a bunch of stuff. Just a bunch of starting new life stuff.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that I don't like. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Chris, my heart and soul goes out to you, because it's just
yes, please make this happen, please.
I'm in Union Square. I am by the Pillar, far away from it in New York City.
Go.
Yeah,
do it.
Speaking
of meeting Twitch people in real life, my plans for today fell through a bit, and it meant that I was able to go, I can get on a train right now and make it to Edinburgh for Mary Elaine's show. And so I did, and I got to see Mary Elaine's show, and it was like a Twitch convention.
Yeah.
Oh my days. All of her Twitch people were there. I met so many people who have until now only been some usernames, and it was great. It was really, really great. Baldy was there again. It was so nice to see you again, Baldy. Yeah. Really lovely.
Who was there? Name names. ABD.
So I met in real life the real faces of, well, I've met Baldy before. Boozy Tortoise, Jet McRoxy, Wolf Raven, 79 Palm, oh my god, Glasgow D, is that the name? I think that might be Glasgow D.
I think that might be your night plans. Hey,
Indeedy was there. I feel like I'm forgetting 2 or 3, but yeah, loads of them.
Nice.
So many.
And how many, without naming names, would you GS?
Oh.
I think everybody was in. Most people were in partnerships, and
Hence the G.
Let's keep it professional, boys. Okay. No. No. It was
very cool, though. That's
it was
really
cool to put some names to faces. It was really really cool.
I can't wait to meet some more of these people.
I've heard weird stuff about the actual ones, though.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah.
Well, yes, you know, Twitch is still the internet, and in the end, the internet is a sewer, and so it's just filling a convention hall with a sewer.
Yeah.
There will be some shit.
Yeah.
That was very profound, but also I sounded very stoned, didn't I? Yeah, yeah.
A little tiny bit.
Speaking of Twitch being a sewer, did you guys see about September 1st?
What's happening on September 1st?
So apparently, I came across this. I can't remember where I found it. I spend a lot of time on the Twitch subreddit because they give me good ideas for things to do. Like there's a great program called OBS.ninja where you can just bring someone's camera straight into your OBS. So it's like this, but it's straight in, and you can pre-frame it. So if we have an interview to come in, it's super useful. But
I have used it, but I've never
there,
actually figured out how to employ that knowledge.
Okay. Yeah, no, so I was looking at that, but then something about September 1st came up, and apparently a lot of people are not streaming on September 1st as a show of solidarity for streamers that get hate rated.
Whoa.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, is that to do with? I saw that tweet. Let me see if I can find him. There was a black streamer who got hate rated, and he went viral because he basically clipped it and showed it, and then had a little video of himself speaking about it afterwards. It must be to do with that, I'd say.
I think maybe that kicked it off, but it seems like I just looked it up on Twitter, and there was a bunch of it's all sort of streamers of color for the most part.
Yeah,
just being like,
it was
yeah, this is fucking for real.
But like, you know,
it reminded me of your experience before you were with us.
Yeah.
And
I get no hate now that I stream with two straight white guys.
Yeah, we're very strong. We're very scary boys.
Yeah. Our privilege shields you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got myself some big old cishet white
saviors.
Saviors. That's the one.
I prefer
Who
chums.
said women can't get by in the world?
All about who you know.
Critical Bard. Critical Bard is his Twitch name. And
Who's
he 20.5 thousand
wow.
tweet responses to that. So I think it must be to do with that. But like the technology is there. Like they banned the word simp, but they haven't banned the N-word. And like obviously that's, you know, it's just ridiculous because the word simp obviously only affects cishet white men. Like you know, it's just so silly.
Well, I remember when they banned simp, it was to in an attempt to curb incel behavior. And I love the idea that somewhere in Twitch headquarters they're like, we can't ban the N-word. What will black people call each other?
Oh yeah.
Like, is it our place to ban this?
I more think what it is it'll get brought up in like a big meeting, and the CEO will be like, "Wait, we didn't ban that," and they'd be like, "No, like you were gonna, and you had to sign that last." Like it'll be that, and it's like, "Oh, we should ban it," but it still looks terrible because it's how many years into this? It's like, why would you not have done that? You know?
Yeah.
So I guess,
but it's even like they have the technology. They have the technology to ban or to prevent spamming, like emotes or capital letters and stuff. Like some people employ that technology in their streams. There's some streamers who don't let you type something all in capital letters or don't let you just keep using emotes and stuff. And it's like you can definitely prevent. What he got was literally just the N-word repeated throughout like the whole screen. There is technology to prevent that.
Yeah,
that
100%.
exists.
Yeah.
So
and Baldy's saying it gets flagged on AutoMod, but it depends on where you have your AutoMod set.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be one of the layers of like, oh, well, if you don't want it extreme set, so you can't have words like fart and noogies, then you're gonna get the N-word. Sorry, big guy.
So stupid.
Yeah. So I just brought it up just to see how you guys feel about it. I don't know how we're gonna go.
I mean, I feel like that's something worth supporting, though, isn't it?
Yeah. But I know that John loves to say the N-word on stream, so I don't want to. It seems like mixed messages.
I mean, first of all, how dare you come to me this day when I am so allegedly to say that? For 1 second, I was like, have I been doing that? So, as my very good friend, I believe I have a knife in my back with your name on it, sir.
It's actually got the N-word on it. How dare you call me that, John?
Oh, why today of all days, Christopher? Why today of all days? I thought we were pals. Is this because I'm taking
That's why today of all days.
That's right.
You know what? That is fair. I shall take your drumming, and no, you will all be fielding panicky emails the second this stream ends, my friends. I think we absolutely supported it and not stream that day. I think that's a good thing to support, and yes, that is my vote.
Right. That's good.
Gotcha. I'm into it.
Imagine what would we? Okay, here's the question: What would happen if one of us was like, no? What's the move there?
That's why I felt comfortable bringing it up on stream. Right before I said, I was like, I wonder, everyone's going to say yes, but how funny would it be if one of us had to say no live on stream? That would be very funny to me.
Like, that's the thing. It's like, be like, well, I guess the launch is canceled and we need to go have a quick discussion about life philosophies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Fascinating.
Actually, yeah, that'll be good. We will definitely support that.
Yeah.
Nice pull.
John, you've had quite a day.
Guys, big time. Do we want to start? I have two main stories to discuss.
Do it.
One just occurred that is on theme. Evidently, the month of August is poo-related stories in old John Hastings' life. So, I just did Ari Shafir's Skeptic Tank podcast. Absolutely mentioned this stream. I totally forgot to mention the rest review on that podcast and feel horrible.
Oh dear.
Dylan, I already called him I texted him and he was like, I'm used to it. And I'm like, oh, that hurts even more.
You're such a dickhead.
Yeah, because you know exactly what to say.
People have accepted that you're like that.
Yeah. And you know what? It's such a good move because it's A, I will never do it again, and B, ouchie bouchie.
Yeah.
Oh, like he played a blinder. Anyway, after that, panic. I went and got a slice of delicious New York pizza, and then was like, all right, I need to put on trousers because I have to go right to a show that's over there at the stand as soon as this is done. And I was like, all right, time for a nice BM. Head into the bathroom, do my dirty, filthy business. Feel tremendous, by the way. Very hearty stuff after some nice smoothies. And then realized no toilet paper. No toilet paper whatsoever.
This is why you bring wipes.
This is why, ladies and gentlemen, you wear socks in New York City. Because let me tell you, thank God, I had socks to change into for a show night.
No, you didn't.
John.
Certainly did.
Didn't.
John.
No. No.
Disgusting. Disgusting.
Oh my!
What else was I supposed to do? It was not a situation. I immediately walked out and went, and very exasperately, you need toilet paper in there. Like everyone in that restaurant is left wondering what happened to that man.
What did you do with the socks? You didn't flush them like an asshole.
Absolutely not. I threw them in the garbage and was like.
I thought you were going to say at the wall, and they just stuck, and then you left.
And by garbage, I mean in the main part of the restaurant.
You did that.
What else was I supposed to do?
I don't know, but I don't think that's the answer.
Actually, the truth is ugly sometimes, all right? I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes you just have to...
Go and buy yourself some wet wipes.
Oh, absolutely. 100% will be doing that.
They're always in my bag.
Yeah, but you're like...
Good.
You're a hurricane.
That's great.
Yeah, that was a rainstorm in my desert community. You live in the eye of a hurricane. You know what I'm saying? Like this is but my only second big poop story. Like I can't even think of a metaphor right now. That's how allegedly I
feel like every bag that you have, Ashley, is also a go bag.
Yeah,
like at any point, it could all just hit the goddamn wall.
110% true.
Do you have your passport in your bag right now?
No, I don't. I don't bring my passport because I don't like it to get nicked. I have my driver's license.
This is great. Boom,
but that's because I also
have
I have youthful skin and I still get ID'd.
I love.
They brought you paper.
I love that. I'm in your bathroom and there's no toilet paper. Come get it.
That's a power move.
You just solved
and I have so much respect for you.
So
you
good.
Just solved that problem forever.
Yeah,
forever.
That's it.
John,
no more socks. No more socks.
That's it from now on. No more wiping your ass with a sock. If you ever wipe your ass with a sock again, you have a week's ban on the stream. You're not allowed back on for the week.
I hard disagree. I also don't like that there's already a week I'm not going to be here coming up in October, and I want it said now that is planned. And in no way did I wipe my ass with a sock. I have to tell you, I think being allegedly for the stream is working out because I've moved past paranoia Now to just like,
Okay.
this is fun. We're in nature. Oh, the air smells so nice, and I'm just really happy because I was like Chris almost got a call before the stream because I'm like, I'm gonna need someone to level me out here because my boat's heading towards the rocks. I'll tell you guys.
It's such a beautiful day. You're surrounded by greenery. I assumed that
so
your poop
cute.
story was going to be a homeless guy pooping next to you
Absolutely
as you
not.
were getting ready for the stream.
It was a joyous story. No, what it was is I did Ari's podcast, and it was one of those things where it's like, it was very much a interaction with Ari, which is like very welcoming, but he's going to say just things I diametrically disagree with. And it's that thing of, I don't want to halt the flow, but I also want to be like, I'm not in you. You and I are like, we're in boats riding together, but like, I don't condone the use of the R word. You know what I mean? So like, I was doing that in the podcast and it was so fun. Like, it was like a live, sparky, like really fun energy podcast. Reminded me of doing this stream, but like a lot of stuff was said and like very personal, didn't name many names. So I was like, I was really telling a lot of stories. I was like, well, I don't usually share those stories, stuff like that. And then left the podcast and then just went like, you are getting canceled. Like I just attacked, like went right into myself. I had like, what it was going to be was he said like the I word, I guess, to describe a Aboriginal or Native Canadian. I don't know if we're supposed to say that word or not say it.
I don't think it's at the level of not saying it.
I don't know.
I think you can say Indian. I think that's...
This is where my stone brain went. I want you to all watch this logic because it is really magnificent where an anxiety brain can go. So stick with me. So he mentioned the Crying Indian advertisement, and I, slip of the tongue, said Indian, and then I corrected to Native, which is, I don't know if that's the official term or if it's Aboriginal. It goes back and forth. I wasn't sure.
First Nations, yeah, it's all over the place. First Nation,
it's all over the place. And then so I leave the apartment, then I'm slowly walking, and I am reminded of this exchange as I'm listening to the Hallucination, which is an Ottawa-based powwow techno group, and it's like a song about war. And I was like, "Oh my God, they're gonna cancel me for not saying." Like, and I had it all worked out, and it's like it'll happen on when we're gonna launch the United stream, and you guys will have to go alone. I'll have to like step back, but like it'll be that weird one where they have to explain who I am, and it doesn't make it like all just like churning. And then I came into Union Square and it was just like beautiful. And there was like a salsa band playing. And I was just like, I think I'm working myself into a tizzy. I don't think any of that, I don't think any of that's real. And I was like, okay, you're going to find yourself a very calm place. You're going to go on the street.
That's good.
You're going to talk about this.
I'm glad you minded yourself.
Nice.
I really did. But I was just like, it was like, I am so glad we're not starting at 4:00 or I would be in a very bad place.
There.
Well, I'm glad to hear you're going to be okay. You can definitely say Indian as a reference. You can't call people that. Big difference. You'll be fine.
Of course.
Yeah.
But it's not a real thought, guys. I smoked too much weed and I didn't eat enough. I had a smoothie and a salad today. It's
official. Yeah. Cancel John merch. It's
official. Baldy, I'm with you. And you know what? I'm into it. That's very fun. I would like I've decided I'm going to get a Wrestler Review mug for the next iteration. And like that, I'm thinking about switching around my setup, like really just leaning into the fact that it will no longer be my kitchen. I'll just cook where I do a Twitch stream. For the first thing, you should all know, I will be buying a brand new state-of-the-art mic arm. Ladies and gentlemen, our long national nightmare is over.
Yes.
It will be, if for no other reason, tune in to when we officially launch.
I might cry.
Guys, it's all happening. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
yeah.
That's amazing.
That's excellent.
I mean, so the last stream before we go to the main stream, I'm going to drive somewhere and what can I throw that mic arm off of as the end of this era? What can we do with that?
We should definitely do something with that.
Can we have like an Office Space style with you just in a bat and we'll play that hip hop song? Just die, motherfucker, die, motherfucker, die.
Oh my God, that's a great idea. Oh my God.
I like that.
How do I film that? Because it's not going to be easy. Yeah.
Yeah, you need a friend.
That's trouble right there. What about an acquaintance? Someone I can hire? Ashley, what are you doing? Yeah. How about you fly to LA?
Don't get me excited.
You pay for it. Do you have access to an incinerator or scrap metal person? Boom stickery. I think I have a friend who has a lot of barbecue equipment. That's something.
Oh, you know what I'd love is if I wish we had a friend like that owned a junkyard, because then if you could just put that one arm in the thing that crushes cars, that would be so funny.
I mean, we have to
This
just
is
quickly.
tiny little-
We have to really quickly get this. Is just
Yes.
Perfect. That's true. That's true. Which he brought up in a very uncomfortable way. I was reminded of.
Oh my God! Yes, you absolutely were. That story I love so gosh darn much. Also, speaking of which, Ashley and Chris, I'm extending your invitation to La Lune Fest 2021. Now, you have to get yourself to Canada, but then you can come and take certain things in the woods with us. But you have to get yourself to Ontario end of September of this year.
I won't be there, but thank you.
Yeah. Oh, King Geo.
How much are flights from Scotland to Canada?
Rather expensive, and I don't think it'll be worth it. With
then
the
no.
About 700.
Yeah.
No, I don't have that much money.
I think I need it one more year to be like just the core, and then I think we're going to really branch out next year. It's feeling like it's going to be one of those things that gets too big.
Okay.
And then
Unless we want to crowdfund for it.
Yeah, but you're not allowed. You're not allowed
but
to
the thing
stream
is,
from there. It's just you taking a bunch of mushrooms with idiots, allegedly, supposedly.
Oh.
Well, this feels like shade.
Yeah. Wow. And not Ashley, George.
Right. Well, you know.
Wow.
That's absolutely.
I
fine.
feel good. I don't know how Ashley's feeling. I'm feeling good.
Oh no.
That was a self removal. That was a self removal.
What have you done, King Geo WTF?
She did that to herself.
Dare you, sir? Good sir.
Oh no, John's about to be canceled. Ashley's quit the stream. It's just me again. This is bullshit.
Yeah, and that's hashtag cancel John.
Hashtag cancel John, everybody.
I mean, we got to figure out something about that Batman bit. We got to do something.
You talked to Paul. I tried to talk to him. He's a stone wall.
I'll figure it out. We might just have to go. We might have to go around him. Welcome back. Have you recovered? I told him to apologize.
Oh.
Yep. You go.
There we go.
I mean, that's not an apology. But...
Yeah. What the hell, King Geo WTF?
It's a clarification. It's a clarification.
Still
Ashley
not an apology.
would have a wonderful time. We would make a rule of no intercourse with anyone at La Lune Fest.
Ashley.
That's not just for Ashley. It's for loads of people.
I have self-control, thank you.
I think everyone who would be going.
Just because I like to have sex doesn't mean I always do.
Do you
weren't you telling us a story yesterday about how your friends used to just point you at strangers?
Yes, but that was on occasion. You know, it's still not. I could.
And
Never.
Actually, I was not. No, actually, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about the other ones. You didn't even come into my. This isn't good. This is a real bad move.
That's worse. That's worse.
Yeah, thanks.
That's worse. Yeah.
Thanks, King Geo WTF. Yeah. If the canceling that I already did this afternoon wasn't enough, now I'm now getting double canceled. Yeah,
double canceled.
I don't
squared.
understand. I don't think I understand.
King Geo is a wild misogynist. Is the problem?
Okay,
That's the issue.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah. He
Thank
used to
you,
call
Baldy.
it
Thank you.
3 times. There was no sex happening.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Put the shovel down. Dig up, you idiot.
Yeah, dig up, stupid. One of the best jokes. So simple.
Actually,
what does that mean?
Actually, you'd love it. It is a wine and pork festival that falls between Canadian and American Thanksgiving, and you drink only red wine and eat only the most delicious of
That
food.
would kill me.
No, but if you have dietary restrictions, they prepare you something delicious that meets your needs.
No, but I can't drink red wine, and that
Well,
seems to be the whole point of the thing.
then you have delicious gin.
Well, okay then.
There you go.
You get super drunk in the woods and eat delicious food, and
Why are all of your events in the woods?
It's the best place to be.
Yeah,
why would you hold them anywhere else?
Yeah, what are you doing?
It's just it seems very much a trend.
Yes, the
best. Here's so you know Parks and Rec Little Sebastian?
No.
Okay, it's a horse that no one that if you're not from the town, you don't understand why it's important, but everyone from the town loves the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so it is a Canadian thing.
Yeah, the woods and the Tragically Hip are Canadian things. Like it's just why wouldn't you go in the woods? Yeah.
Thank you, Squilky. It's awesome in the woods.
Yeah.
It's so great.
Yeah.
I mean,
woods. There's definitely things like that for me and Irish people too.
It's like the Andrew Maxwell joke
when
about a bag
Go
of
on.
cans. There's no sign that says you don't have a bag of cans. So
That's
why wouldn't?
exactly it.
Yeah, that's us with the woods. Why wouldn't you go?
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yep. I get it. I get it.
Yes, and by the way, I think all of those doggers are English. I have no evidence to back that up, but I just am like, I assume they come over the border to do such an odd activity.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't.
Do you not?
Trying to explain dogging to Canadians is hard, especially for people that spend so much time outside.
I remember one guy
Yeah.
really took to it. I remember we were in the House of Targ in Ottawa, and one friend was like, really? And you know when you just see, like, you're like, oh, your mask slipped. Like, I can,
Yeah.
that is a thing I know about you now, and you know I know forever.
Nice.
It's always an enjoyable time.
That's good.
Oh.
Every time I've been doing the anal sex joke, somebody in the audience goes, when I say that you can get pregnant from it, somebody in the audience goes, what?
My favorite. My favorite.
And I'm just like, yeah, we all know that about you now.
Yeah.
It's not even that like there's judgment on people who have anal sex. It's just that they clearly were doing something.
They had a plan.
they had a plan. It definitely messed with their life ideas.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
their
I went to
understanding of the world.
I went to a show the other night, and one of the comics, she was saying, she just was like, and then he put it in my ass, and a girl in the crowd couldn't help, just came out of her soul. She went, that hurts. Not upset, just
funny.
Information. That hurts. It's like, oh, sweetness.
I love the honesty of like a joke goes for one person. I had one joke one time do that, which is I did a pretty good impression of Tom Waits that was in my 2016 show. And all it would do is get 1 to 3 people in the show laughing. That's the and it was so worth it for me that it's like only you guys know that that's a Tom Waits reference, and everyone else is like, why would you waste our time? Oh, it's the best.
Nice.
Yeah, those are some of my favorites. I was like, that's just for the people that really, really deserve to be here. You're my favorites. Thank you.
The rest of you may go.
Yeah. Those are good ones. But when they're like, certain people get it, but it also doesn't really matter about the people who don't get it. It's not like the joke is dying in any way. It's just, it's only being appreciated a little bit. Yeah. But the people who don't get it just assume they don't get it. So
and it's also normally just a quick thing. So like it doesn't take away from the show. It's just quick, like, bang, we're in and out. If you got it, you got it. If you didn't, you didn't. No problem.
Yeah. Like the black and navy one.
I want you guys all to know that in the middle of that conversation, I 100% my mind just wiped, and then I know, and then I just really was enjoying the conversation, and then all of the memories kind of like walked back in, and we're like, oh, you were looking for these, and it's like, oh yeah, and it like perfectly crescendoed with your like end of the conversation. I was like, I can't believe I stuck that landing because that plane was headed to the ground. And I'm also really enjoying Squilky and Baldy trying to figure out if they live close to each other, just in the chat.
Yeah, it's
what a
fun.
Kind corner.
We are finding out where you live, though. So
ABD.
ABD.
That's good.
Yeah, I used to have one of those jokes where it was I would do an impression of Edgar Allan Poe's drunk, jealous brother.
That is so niche.
And the impression was just, I would have called it the cormorant. And that's
fuck yourself. Oh, you motherfucker. Are there any children? Oh, there's children over there. I've just sworn in front of children, and I was right to do so. Also, sidebar, this is, by the way, I have very little ground to stand on this. I'm about to point out that Edgar Allan Poe, yes, very dark maudlin writer, also a real asshole of a literary critic. Like just slagged off all his contemporaries, and he's like, I wouldn't have done that. You should read The Crow. Yeah, absolutely. Oh, I hate that joke. I want Chris. Can someone time out Chris, please? Please.
It's so fun. It's so stupid. And it would be like no one would laugh, and then 3 people would be crying. Losing their shit. And I'd be like, nice.
I truly believe sometimes you go into that Hari Kondabolu show where he said like who's here's never been to a comedy show and so many people put their hands up, and how much you enjoyed that show is that you always bury in your sets like one thing where it's like, I got to make sure these comedy club people don't stick with me.
Yeah. That was a revolutionary day for me. That was an incredible thing.
It's one of the biggest moments you've ever talked about. Like, you just so clearly that was like a thing for you, and it's just so funny where it's like, oh, you did. I'm also very glad that I was able to land that comment and make it not seem, because I didn't mean it to be insulting, but you do occasionally are just like, and now for a reading from the Chronicles of Smart Fuck Magazine. Yeah.
Well, do you remember when I used to read from A Farewell to Arms on stage? Did you ever see me do that?
What?
I'm stoned.
It was
on lovely,
so fun. It was so
weed.
stupid as well.
You just said 9/11 was not an inside job, and I'm on cocaine angry at you. Like, I'm like unwieldly angry at you.
You know what, John?
So
this is
silly.
That's for you.
Oh, Ashley, now let's just relax. You know what I mean? Unwind.
We can just chill now.
Yeah, exactly. We don't. Yeah, we're not reading from the fucking the Polish review of books. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying.
Paris.
Oh, sure. Yeah, thank you. Sure. We own Bukowski books, but you don't actually read Bukowski. You just have to be in your 20s and put it on your shelf. That's just a rule.
Oh yeah.
Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly Chris.
Smart.
I read Ham on Rye.
Fun.
The rest is garbage.
Oh, just stop it.
I mean, unfortunately, I've also read Ham on Rye, and Ham on Rye is exceptional. It's very fun. I don't think you would. It's so visceral. At a certain point, it's so visceral and bad, but it's just like, it's like liking a really horrible person. You know what I'm saying? That's what that book feels like. Like, you're just like, you're such a bag of shit. But
Same with Norman Mailer.
Oh, Norman Mailer. Bring Chris back, because let's talk about Norman Mailer.
Just bring him back.
No,
Chris.
But you stay down there.
Yeah.
No, now you don't get to leave.
Yeah, Chris.
Fine.
Were you here when what? No, I want Ashley back, because Ashley was definitely here for this. This may have been, Ashley, was the first time you did like a whole stream with us, one of the mega streams where we watched Norman Mailer get attacked by Rip Torn, like Ed Knight. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Remember when he comes at him with a hammer? That guy's just out of his mind on drugs, and he just attacks him in front of his family.
I don't think I've watched that.
They're in a field. It's fucking wild.
No, I don't think I've watched that. I don't think that was me.
Oh, do we want to watch that monstrous scene again?
Oh, I don't know how I feel about us being referred to as mummy and daddy and daddy.
Yeah, it's
because Chris is definitely mummy.
Sounds like a very successful movie, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what's a great series, and I love it a lot because it features a lot of group sex. The series on Netflix called You, Me, Her. I love it so much.
I've never even heard of that.
I thought you were gonna.
It's literally just like, it's just a sitcom basically, but it's about a 3-way relationship. And it's really good. I really like it. Now, I mean, it's not like critically acclaimed or anything, but I enjoyed seeing that represented.
Have you seen ads for this new sitcom with I can never remember her name, but the woman who plays the daughter in Schitt's Creek?
Annie Murphy is the actor's name.
Annie Murphy. Okay, so Annie Murphy stars in it, and it's about the classic sitcom wife with just like the fat idiot husband. But then she just has these like murderous.
It's like Kill Kevin or something. Like Kevin Must Die.
Yeah, something like that.
Die, and somebody is playing her husband. Kevin Can Fuck Himself is what it's called.
Okay.
And
because I'm really curious to see what they do with it, because that feels like a show that could be excellent and really interesting, or become equally stereotypical and weird in the opposite direction.
You know what?
Yeah.
If I had kept up with Annie Murphy when we were in theater school together, I could text her and ask this question. I did not, so I can't help you at all. But let's all just enjoy how well I was able to work that into conversation, huh? That was a beautiful self-brag.
I actually didn't hear what you said. I was too busy reading.
A little bit of a name drop.
Thank you, Ashley. But wasn't it impressive? It didn't seem like one at first, but then you smelled it and you went, "Oh, he's dropping names."
Oh no, I smelled it when you corrected Chris on her name.
That's right.
Oh,
knew
why?
where
What
you
happened
were
with
going
her?
with that.
What happened with her? You were hanging out with her? And
John
she
went
was
to
like,
theater school with her.
I went to theater
"Oh,
school.
nice
with her.
one. Cool.
Yeah.
She's very impressive. Sadaf always points out that she plays a character that's so fucking hateable in Schitt's Creek and is incredibly lovable.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a really tough line to walk. That's really,
Yeah.
really impressive.
I haven't like sat and watched Schitt's Creek. I've seen a lot of it because my former flatmate was watching it. So I just like would tune in here and there, but I haven't actually sat down and started it from the beginning. But I must do that. I find I can appreciate it. I can appreciate it. I really, really do like Dan Levy, and I like Annie
Catherine O'Hara
that plays the daughter, but Catherine O'Hara, no.
What?
I know, and this is the thing. I know I can.
She's like a full genius. She's like
I can see that. I can see that, and I can see the talent. I can see the level of talent, but it's so silly and cringy, and it touches a part of me that I am afraid of. Like it's just I can't deal with it. I can't do it.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a genuine. That's like on par with you can't have tannins. Shame.
Yeah,
because it's like a huge, wonderful slice of life. Is
now I don't know. I might get more. I might watch it from the beginning, and I might watch it from the beginning and like get into it better, and maybe kind of learn to love her. But everything that I've watched with her, I can't like, physical cringe. You know,
really.
That's such a shame. She's so funny. Just the way she says words wrong in Schitt's Creek maybe makes me laugh the most out of anything in that show. Like,
I did read
delivery is perfect.
I read a thing where she didn't. The line, it wasn't written, and she didn't mean to say. She says "bebe," or something.
My bebes. Yeah.
Yeah, she says that, and she did it by accident, and they kept it.
But there's tons of that. She just wrong, just says it wrong, and it's so fucking funny. Yeah, I can honestly,
I can see the talent. I can see it 100%, and I can appreciate it. It just, I can't handle it.
Oh, you know what you should never watch is SCTV, because that's that ramped up, and she's very young. You'll hate. I can't think of a show you might hate more.
Yeah, there's a variety. SCTV. It's also, I don't know how SCTV had aged just in vibe. I hope it's still really good.
Some of it is still incredible.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, some of it really is good. Fucking it. Because I went back when I interviewed Jeremy Taggart from Our Lady Peace. He talked about interviewing Eugene Levy when he was drummer for Our Lady Peace. He just used the opportunity of being in a stadium filling rock band to interview Eugene Levy. And he names like a few of the specific characters that he did. And so I went back and I watched some of the sketches. And I'm like, this shit is crazy funny. Like,
well, it's because they basically did SNL, but they prepared. So they just wrote for 6 weeks and then rehearsed for 6 weeks and then shot for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it's one of those also it was like lower stakes because it was only in Canada and they didn't know if anyone was watching it. So they really pushed the boat out with stuff.
But eventually it was, by the time it got picked, like by the time it's like Martin Short and like The Gang, they were on HBO. They were like that weird time when HBO was like just a disaster. You know what I mean? Like it was just there.
No.
And so like HBO, when it was literally like Robert Klein is a guy who does stand-up, let's film that and show it, I guess. I don't know. Like when HBO was literally just movies on television. Like it was the home box office network, and then it started adding things, and it could just be like, well, you try it out so SCTV was on HBO. It's just like, we need something on, it's not a movie, SCTV. And it's some money in the States, Yeah,
it's great. It's like John Candy's on it, Eugene Levy, Martin Short, all of it's Second City Television. That's what the SC stands for. So it's all the people that started with the people that started SNL as well. So it's fucking great. It's fucking great.
Baldy is on a hot streak.
I don't understand.
She's the mother from Home Alone.
Yeah.
She is.
Yes. Hello, Stephen. I bet you know who I bet has a huge crush on Catherine O'Hara.
One
is Stephen Hastings.
100%.
I bet he's carried a tiny flame for her for decades.
Absolutely. Father How are you feeling post your big weekend?
Happy belated birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy
birthday
to
you.
you.
Happy. Oh, wait, I know.
Yeah. Oh, my dad's coming in deep pull. His crush is John Candy, which we all must accept. John Candy. Why is the Blues Brothers not an Academy Award winner? It should every year. They made Cars Dance. That movie's wonderful.
It should, but John Candy's not in Blues Brothers.
Oh,
he's the sheriff. He's the sheriff. I totally forgot. Yeah.
Three orange whip. Orange whip.
Yeah, that's right.
3 orange whips. How do you make that line funny? And he nails it. Like that's
He's so
like,
funny. He's so funny. Even in Home Alone, he's funny. He's in the Poga Band.
Oh my!
He's the one that gives her the ride from the airport where she can't get it, and they get in the van, and then they drive down. Even in that, he's funny.
That's good.
What he's just talking about, like, you probably heard of us. We're the third biggest Poga Band, and then Northwest.
In the North, yeah,
the Pacific Northwest.
Yeah, he's the state copper, of course. Yes, still surprised. Very hard not to discuss this in the run-up. To surprising my father, by the way. Very difficult not to share with anyone because I just won. I don't think I even told you guys off stream for fear. Oh, I did. Well, what are you gonna do?
But not until right before, though. Not until right before.
Yeah, it was only right before.
Well, let's be totally honest, guys. I got scared of COVID a bunch of times, and I was almost like, and then my grandmother was like, "I'm going," and I was like, "All right, no more fear." If she's facing Texas's Delta, as am I. Let's go surprise my father. Like I was just like, But I'm so happy I went. I made the absolute right decision. It was so fun to see that surprise. Like this face. Let me show. This is my father's face walking in. Because this is me waving at him. And then he just walked away from us for a while. Like it was to quote Fraser Crane, I was not hiding, I was collecting my thoughts. Absolutely spectacular.
I told you how my dad reacted when he saw me, right?
See?
No.
He just leaned out the window and went, "Hey."
That's great.
I was like, "Ray-Bets, good to see you."
Oh, he was changing his pants, everybody. Oh, let me ask you this. Let me ask you what very much father attire my dad was wearing. Let's see if you can guess. It was summer, so it's hot. And I will there's a hint. There was something on the bottom portion. The bottom garment had something on it.
Oh, I see now, because it's tough with your dad because he's a dad, but he's also like, he feels like a very together man as well. So like, I want to say flip-flops, Hawaiian shirts, and like maybe chinos, but also I'm picturing like shorts with flames on them because he's of that age.
I mean, but you got to remember, those are all people that voted Carter. This is a man that he loves. He loves.
Oh no, this is a lot of right-wing dads dressed like that.
No. But these are new right-wing dads. He's
shorts with little American flags. There, okay, gotcha.
And by the way, the little American flags were in the shape of little whales.
Welcome
to Reaganomics. It was perfect, like that. Just a nice rolled-up button shorts, loafers, no sock. It's summer, time to be classy. That's right, penny loafers.
Of course, penny loafers. Of course, penny loafers.
Right. I love it.
Oh my god, it was an excellent look. I bought a pair of loafers. I asked for a pair of loafers for Christmas to see if I can pull them off, and they are like jaunty, really stupid ones, and I feel ludicrous in them, but at the same time, still I'm like, it's a different vibe.
One day soon.
Yeah, like it's like this is my future. I just am like, I will not accept it, but I know it's coming one day. This
is my favorite comment back-to-back things. Vineyard Vines. Baby.
Now let's see if we can guess. Are the Vineyard Vines the shorts, the penny loafers?
I think it's the shorts. Oh no, I think it's the penny loafers.
Oh, this is gonna be tough. Chris?
I've honestly no idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna go shirt. I'm gonna say it's the shirt.
It could be like some sort of wacky wine glass that he's drinking out of.
Shit. I don't know if he's drinking wine right now.
Like with an extra long
penny
stem.
Loafers.
Yeah,
it's the penny loafers.
I'll get him on the goddamn phone if I have to.
All right, your loafers. I'll be shorts. John's shirt.
I'm going shirt.
All right, Steven, break it to us.
Anytime.
Who nailed it?
Oh, if he's now not watching, this is going to be a nightmare. I'm going to have to.
He's not watching anymore.
Oh, no.
This is gonna be
Shirt and shorts.
shirt and shorts.
Combo.
I'll have what
Oh
Chris
well,
is having.
fuck me then.
Yeah, wow. Oh, no. No, not on Double Cancel John Day. Chris, it's Double Cancel John Day. This is trouble.
I didn't do that.
Oh, man. Father,
That was me fucking off.
I know
This
it
is
was. I know it
self-imposed
was.
exile.
But then I get upset.
I don't know why I'm
because
into self-imposed exile tonight.
it's a great bit because I feel it's, of course. Oh, Ashley, how did you not know they were Bass Wiggins?
Bass Wiggins. Come on, Ashley. Come on.
All right.
Obviously. God. How did I not get that?
Bass Wiggins
Sorry,
is clearly
I don't know a single brand of penny loafers.
Nor should you. That would be a...
No, John, you and I disagree on this. Ashley, I've been meaning to talk to you about your penny loafer knowledge.
I will say this, though, is Bass Wiggins would definitely be the lead singer of Swift Fisting.
Oh, see, I honestly just assumed that was the one of the people in ZZ Top. If you
really?
and on drums, Bass Wiggins. Woo! Like,
Chris,
of course, he's named after a fish.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again.
I'm freezing a little bit, so I'm gonna leave and come back real quick.
Okay.
It's all that exile. Oh, everything
Oh my
okay
gosh.
over there?
I nearly pressed end broadcast.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
No, I'm gonna leave for. Wait, what's happening with John? I want to see what this is first.
Someone's yelling in the background. They've stopped.
What happened?
They've stopped. Couldn't tell. It felt like staccato yelling.
You will never guess what I just watched.
Then tell us.
Oh, the answer to this is Ashley would totally smoke cigars with you guys and be late.
Yes.
Yeah.
In fact, that is the plan for the whole month of August 2022.
All right. Okay. Are you? What's going on today with old John Hastings? I'm really witnessing stories. So, a very well put together New York woman in her 70s just walked to. So I'm in a garden area in Union Square, right in the middle of Union Square. There's like a big lawn thing, and a park manager and this woman walked over to a gate that's like locked. It's supposed to be open. Clearly, the guy with the keys didn't come over, and this like park ranger like climbed over it. She was like, "Oh, I can't climb over it," and then he was like, "I'll like pick you up and like lift you over the fence," and then he tried it for a second. Then she was like, no, what the fuck, no, and like walked over, and that's why I was like, "Are you all right?" And she was like, "Yeah," and then like just walked like down over there where the fence was open.
Yeah,
so bizarre.
That's really weird. That's
whole
really weird. I'm just gonna really quickly come out and back.
cool.
That was an odd one, right? That was so weird.
That's very strange.
Something is in the ions today, Chris. It's bad juju.
Oh, man. I've been, you know what I've been reading lately? Tina Fey's book, Bossy Pants, because I haven't read it since it came out. That was about 10 years ago.
How was that? Because I feel like you were going through. I feel very bad that I'm taking tomorrow off and kind of like taking a second right now. And I was like, I feel like I should be holding the load for Chris because you're moving and all that sort of stuff. But I think we're all good with everything. But I had a moment.
Yeah, we'll be
guilt.
fine.
Yeah,
We'll be fine. We'll be fine.
I had a moment of guilt, but I was like, it's fine. This is why there's 3 people. Chill out.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I was just looking for something because the books I brought were too like either very very silly or too smart fuck, and so I was like, I just want something super readable, and so I saw this in the bookstore, $5. A, hilarious. B, great source of New York stories. She worked at the Y. That was her job before she did improv.
Oh my Lord.
And so it's all. Oh. What's Oh, I can just hear what's going on in the background of you in the park. And for a second, someone was crying.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
I can tell you what's happening if you'd like.
Yes.
Yeah, please. No, we can't. No, we can't.
Oh, wow.
Ashley, did you ever read this? Tina Fey's book?
No, I
Very
didn't. But I have seen it before. This is the one she has. They're men's hands, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bossy Pants.
Yeah. I have seen
Very
that.
funny. Very well written. What's happening, John?
What a time to cancel, by the way. That really looked like I was just murdered by a bunch of Gen Z people came with very squeaky voices that have just come from some sort of environmental rally. But I don't know where it could have been. Because would you do the rally in Union Square? But, well, whatever. It's
Live from New
precisely-
York. It's John in the park.
Yeah, that's right. Well, all the things I do are funny in the middle and then kind of peter out at the end, just like an SNL sketch. Boom. That's their formula.
Who wants to hear 4 minutes? That could have been 40 seconds.
I know, but still, when they nail it, though, the thing with SNL is when it doesn't work, you're like, nah. But they just sometimes get it perfect.
Dude, What's Up With That is a perfect recurring sketch. What's Up With That is so dumb and so funny. Have you watched that?
No.
What? Keena Thompson, and he hosts
I've
a talk show.
I've 100% seen this. This is amazing. Yes,
it's so funny. He just never lets anyone answer questions and just starts singing and dancing, and the song is always the same. It's always "What's Up With That."
What's Up With That is amazing. Black Jeopardy is amazing.
Black Jeopardy is incredible.
The Tom Hanks
Celebrity Jeopardy was incredible.
Frank something, the pumpkin sketch. They beat a dead horse with
David
it.
S. Pumpkins.
But the original David S. Pumpkins is a triumph.
Yeah.
But oh my god, amazing stuff.
Yeah,
I need to watch more SNL sketches. I don't actually know that many of them.
You know,
great stuff. Did you see Bowen Yang as the iceberg from Titanic?
No.
That was funny. That was a Weekend Update desk piece. That was great. Totino's excellent.
I just want to say thank you so much for the follow, Joe the Bot TV. Interesting.
Sounds like a person.
Yep.
Sounds like a real person.
Definitely like a person.
Yeah.
The one that I like is the Girls at a Bar sketch. I really find that one quite funny.
I don't think I know that one.
I don't know that one either.
So it's
we look like
a girl. A girl is sat at a bar waiting for her friend, and these male feminist types keep coming up to her to try and hit on her, but like they're like, "Oh, but I'm marched for Hillary," and she's like, "Oh no way, you know, that's really cool," and blah blah blah. And then he's like, with increasing kind of intensity, they're asking things like, "So, do you want to go for a drink?" And then she's like, "Oh no, thank you, I'm waiting for my friend." And he's just like, "Bitch."
Yeah.
And then it gets to the end, like one of them is just like, will you suck my dick? And she's just like, no, I definitely won't do that. And so they all just go, bitch. And then her friend arrives, and she's just like, oh god, you've saved me, I love you. And the friend, the female friend, is just like, really? And she's like, really, you love me? Kiss my tits. And and the friend is like, what? And she's like, bitch. It's very, very good. I've made it sound terrible, but it's really good.
My only confusion is I don't think they're allowed to swear that much on SNL. So I'm like, what sketch show?
Yeah, they definitely didn't say "suck my dick" on SNL.
Or "suck my tit" or "bitch." Yeah. They said none of that.
They
can't say any of that on NBC.
Then
definitely didn't say "suck my dick." That would have been a different show.
Let me just double check.
Might have been Mr. Show.
Yeah, or the Amy Schumer.
Maybe Amy Schumer. Might have been a dream.
It's SNL.
They didn't say "suck my dick," but that's all right. That's the spirit of what they're saying. But yeah, there's no way they said "suck my dick."
They might not have said it, but I think they did.
Have you seen the Tibet Goldberg ones, where it's like a women's Hollywood roundtable, and so they've got like current actresses, and then Kate McKinnon playing Tibet Goldberg, who was a star in the 50s and 40s, and they're all, and the women that are now like Emma Stone is just like, you know, pay disparity is still not right, and there aren't directors, and Tibet Goldberg's like, they give you speed to get you up, and then heroin to bring you back down. And you scream, "Stop hitting me with that shovel, Gene!"
Okay, I just brought it up. One of the things he does say is, "Do you want to eat my butt?" So
yeah, you can say butt. You can say butt.
Okay, you can say butt. Okay, so they've danced around it just enough.
Yeah,
it's amazing that they got away. Did they get away with kids?
I'm gonna double check, but
"Kiss my tits" sounds so much like "kiss my grits" that I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah, it sounds like the positive version of the absolutely abhorrent Red Hot Chili Peppers lyric, "Suck my kiss."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very disgusting.
I would rather not, sir. Thank you very much.
Unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said, okay, so she says, touch my tit.
Interesting. I'm surprised they got away with that.
Yeah.
That's really good.
It's a good sketch. It is a good sketch.
Guys-
That's my favorite one.
Guys, I'm going to say, when you're as wrong as much as me, it's good that you're able to admit that you're wrong, or man, would I be an asshole. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You know the best part?
Hey,
The best
John, what
part
does
is-
intangible mean?
no idea at this point.
The
Something.
best part is the way that you're able to feel proud of yourself for doing a thing that
Little
is
thing called
Yeah.
baseline humanity.
a little thing
Yeah.
called humility, Christopher. That's the important thing to remember. You know what I'm saying? It's important to know how good I am at being normal. Okay, there was a man. Oh, he's in a gym. It looked like there was a guy who was just humping
Beating
a wall.
off?
Yeah, no, like just like aggressive humping a wall, but he was just at a gym.
Okay.
Oh, New York is a real panoply of emotions and sights and sounds. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Panoply? Get out of here. If I can't use words, you can't use words. This is bullshit.
I had a very nice day today. You just
Do you
posted
do it on
that
every
across
channel
all
again?
the channels.
That's right.
Yeah.
I knew what I was doing. It's fun. It's everyone's involved.
I like that now on my YouTube channel and on your Facebook channel. If anyone goes back and watches it, they'll just see us commenting under our own video.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Fair. You know what? I made a really good point in this video.
Yeah, yeah,
Good
yeah.
for me.
I mean, if anything, it works so much better with my already like my last comment that really lifted the veil towards sociopathy. Psychopathy. The weed is hitting me still, guys.
Sociopath.
Psychopathy.
There it is.
Psychopathy?
One of those two words.
Psychopathy.
Yeah, we got it. I trust Ashley on this one.
So do I.
Might just be confidence, though.
I
You
am-
might just be
I am-
swinging in.
Yeah, but as someone who does that all the
No.
time, I have to respect that. That's
Oh, yeah.
I'm
No, I'm not
quite
mad at it.
literate.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You have to 100% be like, oh, they were wrong, but they did it very confidently. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
Actually, how was your day?
My day was lovely. So I had a lecture, but then I had plans this afternoon and then they got cancelled. And I went, I can get on a train to Edinburgh. So I went and I saw Mary Elaine's show. It was great. I hugged Mary Elaine. I haven't seen Mary Elaine since March 2020. So that was really, really, really nice. And then so many Twitch people were there. We've covered that. That's great. And then I saw Alfie, which was lovely. I saw
nice.
Alfie as well. Had a quick chat with him before he went off to get ready for his show.
Nice.
Which was very nice.
What's the vibe in Edinburgh? Is it fringy? Sorry, Chris.
No.
It is fringy, but it's like diluted fringe. You know, it's
Man.
pretty diluted. But you know what? I was on my way back, and I'm having such a nice time getting to go over, and I'm trying to get over as much as I can because it's only this week that's left. And so I'm really enjoying it. But I'm beyond it being the fringe. Being out and about a bit more and seeing some people that I haven't seen in a really long time is doing something a little bit weird for me, in that I'm realizing that because I've been online for the past year and a half with a lot of people, I don't know if this is just a me thing. Like I do have a lot of paranoia generally, but for the past year and a half, I have been making myself think that people don't like me because they're not keeping in touch with me.
Oh.
And now I'm meeting them in person, and it's sort of like I'm just, JJ's rated. Hi, JJ.
I didn't want to interrupt your like amazingly cool, insightful story, but thank you so much for the raid, JJ. Thank you so
Welcome
much
in, Raiders.
for following.
Welcome,
Hey,
Raiders.
Raiders. Man, we know how to. A raid always knows how to be timed with us, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Where
It's
every-
always when we're talking about something really super serious.
Yeah, it's always
Or disgusting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, or really disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's when
Um,
I realized that my sock wasn't enough to keep the shit off of my fingers.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the soap dispenser didn't work either. Welcome Raiders, you know what I mean? Like it's just like it's that every time.
Yeah. But yeah, it's like this thing where I think I've been quite bitter about people for the past year and a half. Like I've been, just feeling really bitter and really kind of disappointed and like just frustrated with people. Because, I get it. Not everybody likes to kind of message back a lot, but when you're on the receiving end of a lot of people not messaging you back, it's really shitty feeling, and you just kind of start to hate yourself and the world, but you also kind of feel a bit bitter towards each of those people. And I've been really bitter for the past year and a half, and I'm getting out and I'm seeing some people, and it's really, really nice. And
Yeah.
it feels like I'm just like, oh, I've been in so much pain the past year and a half, and I'm only realizing now because it's getting slightly alleviated.
Oh, good.
You know, it's like you know, I don't know if anybody else has had kind of a lot of pain, but sometimes you don't realize you're in as much as you realize, or as you're in as much as you are until it's gone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
know exactly what you're like being in New York right now and like taking a second has been very restorative because I'm away from so much stuff, and it's just been, you know, it's been a hectic year for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like the three of us were dealing with all this weird stuff. We've also had this nice benefit of making this thing together, but this was also like, this is also a lot of extra work for all of us all that time that I for me always am struggling to remember, like there's extra stuff on my plate now while dealing with all of that other sort of mental health stuff. And like, absolutely, that you have to fight to not have that cling to your soul. I'm so happy that you're getting out and about, hugging Mary Elaine.
Yeah.
Did she have a whistle? Did she have a flute with her?
No.
One of those drums you play with, like that weird doogaloo 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 thing. Chris knows what I'm talking about. He's been to the Americans.
Yeah, 100%. The doodle 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 drum.
Even if you're messing with me.
This little guy right here. This guy.
Did she do that story?
She did the penguin, and it was great. It was so good. Do you know what? She did it really well too, because she didn't just do it as one story. She built up the story of the penguin early in the show, and then she brought it back as a callback and had the penguin at the very end of the show. It was great.
So I wanted to ask you about Mary Lane's live show, because I only know her from Twitch. I don't know anything else that she does. And I see she does the Shetland word of the day sometimes on Twitch or on Twitter. And I've seen those. And
on TikTok. She's getting kind of big on TikTok at the moment.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, but I've only seen those two things. So I have no concept of what her stand-up would be like. Baldy said today that it was like short stories and throwaway gags. But can you add more context to it?
Yeah, I mean, it's very much anecdotal. It's quite kind of conversational and everything, but you just, and actually, I really loved watching her. I really loved watching her show, because I think I get a bit caught up in thinking that every single utterance of my stand-up needs to be sharp and kind of angled and like hitting a punchline and whatever. And I am quite gaggy, you know, so it was really, really lovely to watch her just kind of sit into what she was doing a bit more, which is that conversational storytelling sort of vibe where, you know, you're just telling a great story. It doesn't have to be punch, 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 punch as much. But she still definitely has those stand-up jokes. She's very talented.
I really want to see it.
This sounds exactly
very
like this
talented.
is like right up exactly what I like. Like it's right up my alley.
Also, remind me to tell you a thing that she told me for us. She's offered something.
Oh, private chat.
And I'll tell you.
Because we'll forget. So
yeah.
Well, that's like Chris
and I think it's a great. I don't want to say it just because we are keeping kind of stuff under wraps and stuff at the moment. But I'll just put it into private chat. You guys chat while I type.
Oh, this is very exciting.
John, how long have you had that shirt? Because I've never seen it before and I like it.
I've had it since my birthday. Someone got it for me for my birthday.
Oh, lovely.
And I really dig it. I got a bunch of fun Hawaiian shirts in the summer. I saw other people doing it and going, listen, if the Hawaiian shirt's back, might as well. And it's very fun. It's very fun.
Nice.
I'm looking forward to Private Chat as the fourth member of the chat. I'm actually going to be replaced by Private Chat. Private Chat and Elliot Steele.
Private Chat could replace all of us, and the chat would be delighted.
I just wanted to point out, and it literally made me feel so much joy about what we've stupidly built, is that while Ashley was saying such an amazingly profound, like nice, amazing thing about the loneliness of COVID and like the niceness of bringing it up, is that Baldy, like not wanting to interrupt the flow but knows that there's Raiders, just had to bring everyone up to speed of how is what you were just talking about and that exists in the same ecosystem.
Welcome to the stream.
Oh, it's
John. Have you read the thing?
I have not. I will be just because I'm scared to go into the private chat because I don't want to end the stream.
Cool. What do you guys think of? I just had an idea of within the private chat as the fourth member. Just as a test thing, let's all just get very high one day, talk on a private Discord channel, and just broadcast only the private chat, but with none of the context. So no one can hear what we're talking about. Just names pop up, so they get the inverse version of what we normally have. So they just have to try to guess what the problem is. So they just see a name, Tom Tuck, and they go, "What the fuck are they talking about?" Just the other half of the private chat. I think that'd be a fun bonus stream.
That's a really fun bonus stream. Also, this joke really got me. That was very fun.
Why is it so private?
He'll get there, baby. What
Because
Commodore chat. I enjoyed myself too much there.
Guys, I think I'm definitely that person at the park because it's a very crowded park and there is only 2 guys near me. I'm done.
Nice.
By the way, including just an empty blanket. Just an empty blanket. That's very
Don't sniff that blanket. Don't sniff that blanket.
Certainly not, Christopher.
I mean, you did admit to wiping your ass with your socks in the past hour, so...
I will have you know, it is past the last hour. It is probably about 95 minutes ago is when I did that Ashley. So maybe
1 hour, 10 minutes, and I don't think you said it within the first 10 minutes. So,
oh no, admitted to. That's fair play. I thought you said the activity took place around 4:30 because I was also rushing to make sure.
No, I said you admitted to it.
You're 100% right. 100% right.
Stop being so stoned.
I would try, but there's nothing that could be done. There's nothing that can be done. This is
nothing.
Just sometimes happens. Sometimes you get really drunk and we roll with it. That's just what happens.
No, it's okay. I really enjoy Stoned John. It's good.
Oh, thank God.
Allegedly.
Yeah. I'm in New York.
I mean, I've been drinking most nights this week, and I'm okay.
Sometime soon, I'm going to have my own apartment here. I'm looking at 1 bedrooms because it's affordable in Victoria.
Oh, Christopher.
And
Lord.
Oh, it's going to be so good. I'm going to get very drunk.
Oh, my God.
We're going to have very different streams. I'll get high. I'll get high for the first time in 3 years.
Chris, you and me, buddy, we'll have a real whale of a time. How was the apartment hunt and moving stress? Listen, we weren't able to get almost word one out of how you felt about leaving England. So now let's move on to see how setting up life in Canada is going.
You kept asking and then changing the subject. That's not on me.
No,
I didn't duck it once.
I think you definitely did. I did. Yeah.
It's if you wait, if it's worse than the weather in Scotland. If you wait 10 seconds on this stream, we will be talking about something new. We are going to be jumping around. Yeah.
All right. I will say nothing. Tell me how you're moving into Canada is going.
Good. It's just a lot. That's all. It's just a lot from doing nothing to being like, I have to set up a medical services plan. I got to get a driver's license. I got to find an apartment. And by the way, nobody recognized anything British over here. So
gosh.
They're just like, well, what have you been doing? And it's like all these things. And they're like, but where you though? Where you? I got a bank account finally, which is nice. But yeah, no, it's just all the fucking shit. And then doing the 2 streams a day, getting set up for the other stream, being away from my wife. Not knowing where I'm going to live is also stressful, like being in an in-between place. Yeah, it's just all that sort of stuff, it just piles up. It's not one big thing. It's just all day, every day.
I kind of missed the park noises.
They're back now. Chris, I couldn't empathize with you more in that I'm having different things going on, but that same sort of level of it, like, it doesn't feel like I can just stop right now. It's like I just have to keep running towards accomplishments, which is why tomorrow I said I have to take tomorrow, because if not, I will leave New York without being in New York. But it's just like, it's one of those things where it's very exciting, but it's also that, like, that thing of like coming out of the COVID cocoon or changing, where you're just like, oh, all of this stuff I have to set up.
Yeah, because I was ready to be like, to go back to life, but to build a whole new life. And without Sadaf's the competent one. Yeah. So, I'm vibes. I'm vibes.
Here's Chris's jobs are vibes and technical know-how. Like, Ashley, let's put it, if this was Star Trek, me and Ashley are on the bridge. We're not necessarily the captain. We're on the bridge. Chris, he's in engineering, and not even in the fixed stuff, just in the like, what'd you do with that? And he's like, you see these crystals? You can't eat those crystals. And he's like, how do you know that? And it's like,
I ate those crystals.
Yeah.
I'm Guinan. I'm Whoopi Goldberg's character.
You are 100% Guinan. Ashley is 100% Kirk. Oh man, I don't know who I am.
You're probably I don't know enough about Star Trek to get this
That's
right.
You're not Worf. You're
I
not
don't know
Geordi.
enough.
No, I think I might be young Riker. Just headstrong and kind of an idiot.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But kind. Like, you know, he means no harm, but he's got to learn a lesson or two. Wait till he can grow a beard.
Every time he's in charge, he blows up the ship. Every time.
Yeah. Hey. No, he blows up a portion of the ship. That's very different.
Tries to blow up the whole thing. Sometimes he calls it off at the last second. What we need on this stream is a Beverly Crusher.
It's Paul Byrne.
That's our fourth heat.
Paul Byrne.
Someone go tell Paul Byrne that we just called him Beverly Crusher, and he, I think, will be so complimented.
I want to meet Paul.
No,
I really do.
First of all, it's so weird that you guys haven't met, because I just always
know.
It's like how I assume everyone's my age. I also assume everyone has met, but no, you haven't. Also, Wesley was the Wonder Kid. Also, Chris is clearly Guinan. Oh no, I actually think Chris, you're more just like you're fun dude in engineering.
I don't think that character exists.
No, I'm saying that's who that they don't show him on screen because it's like, what's that guy doing? It's like, but the Klingons are attacking. Well, I figured out how to do hydroponic weed on the Enterprise.
Neelix. I'm fucking Neelix, baby. Pow, 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 pow.
Yeah. I mean, you might be Q. Actually,
I got I got Q vibes. Yeah.
Oh my God, you are Q. That's who you are. Because Q is technically in charge of vibes. It's just the Q we know is just a real dick. You'd be a good Q.
Thanks, man. I'll take that.
That's huge. I'm now going to see what's happening in the private.
This is
man. Q is
another excellent area of conversation I can't contribute to. I've never watched Star Trek.
Be rewatching. I could be Dax. John, you're Kira.
My dad is very into Star Trek.
Absolutely, but no, DS9.
Very happy with Dax. Thank you, King Geo.
I am
very happy with that.
I am Kira. Yeah, no, Kira again. It's the hothead means well is very much my vibe on this certain stream.
Yeah. Doing her best.
Yeah.
John is not Guinan. My name is Ruin. Have you even watched Star Trek?
No, Chris is clearly but Chris is Q, but he has Guinan vibes. Guinan knows Q. Everyone knows that.
Yeah, I like Mischief, but it's much more low key. Q's a real dick sometimes. I want to know what song Ashley has in her head right now. She hasn't heard any of the words we've said for 5 minutes.
It's because we're talking about Star Trek. And
I don't know anything about Star Trek.
Ashley, it seems very boring, but it's actually very good.
It's fucking great.
Yes, I do appreciate that. My dad loves it. My dad really, really loves it. That's what he watches when everyone else goes to bed and he wants to drink more whiskey. He just puts on Star Trek and that's all that goes down.
All right. I have to just quickly boomstickery. This is very important. 100% right with all of this. I would say TNG also is a real rough watch at the beginning. So start with DS9. It's where they figured out the formula. It's so fun. It gives you all the lore and you figure out who everyone is, and then you enjoy TNG because TNG is dry as fuck off the top.
I'm
going to rewatch Riverdale first.
You should absolutely watch Riverdale first because let me tell you, Luke Perry, he can get it in that show and he deserves it.
Who's Luke Perry?
Look at who doesn't. There's also an episode of The Next Generation where Beverly bangs a horny Scottish space ghost who also banged her grand. What more do you want out of a TV show?
Yeah,
can Riverdale give you that? Can Riverdale give you Beverly Crusher banging a Scottish ghost?
Riverdale can pretty much give you that, to be fair.
Yeah.
Riverdale is wild.
Yeah, like it's got a sexy atmosphere, doesn't it? You know what I'm saying?
It really does.
Everyone's unnecessarily shirtless and murdered.
Yeah. It's pretty damn hot.
Riverdale, by the way.
Also, Sex Education is coming back, and I'm very excited about that.
No idea what that is.
What is that? I know that Gillian Anderson's in it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's all I know.
It's so good. It's so good. Watch Sex Education. It's really, really, really good. One thing that, if I say this now, you won't get out of your brain, but my parents watched Sex Education, and the main actor in Sex Education is Ashey Butterfields, he was the guy who played the kid in Boy in Striped Pajamas, but he's like an adult now.
Didn't see that either.
Okay, well, anyway. My parents watched Sex Education, and about him, they just said, I wonder if this will resonate with anyone else in the chat. They just said, if they were ever going to remake Mr. Bean, that's the guy for the job.
I'm gonna have to look him up. I'm gonna look him up.
You know what? I would be one of those people that would be like, no, you shouldn't remake Mr. Bean. Just leave that where it is.
Oh, definitely.
But then you look up this guy, and you're like, I want to see that.
Mr. Bean is one of the few unredoable things because it was so much a creation of.
I agree with you until my parents said this.
Yeah, a face isn't enough.
I gotta tell you.
No, you'd have to watch it. There's a particular scene in one of the episodes where he's standing in front of the mirror getting ready to go out I think it's to a dance or something in the school, and he's got this brown tux on and he's just being really goofy in the mirror, and it's that scene that you're like, oh, there it is.
Okay.
But it's good. And I just want to point out, I feel exactly the same way about that film, Boomstickery. Never ever want to watch it again, but it haunts me.
Okay. I'm gonna, full disclosure, I'm just not in a place to watch those kind of movies. So what I'm gonna do is believe you.
Honestly, it's a fantastic movie. That's probably all you need to know.
Great.
It's very harrowing. Don't watch it.
Nope.
But it's phenomenal. But don't watch it.
I'm so happy to know that movie is out there for the people. Oh, look at that squirrel. That want to. He was right there.
Turn the camera, John.
He's over there now. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh,
there he is. Yeah, there he is.
Oh my God, we're looking at a squirrel that's in New York.
That's such a cool squirrel. Oh,
yeah.
Man.
Guys, big news. My show at 7:00 just canceled.
No shit.
Hey.
So that was at the comedy club. So I'm now going to like the way more intense, like cool, loose alt show in Brooklyn.
Oh, which one?
It's at the Tiny Cupboard. I'll be there at around the 8:00 hour, and then I'm coming probably back into Manhattan to see a one-man show with Pat Bircher. Also,
hey, very nice.
It's really
John got canceled.
I keep getting canceled today, guys. There was something that calling Riverdale. It's clearly in my head. This is clearly where the weed is manifested in my mind. What it is, guys, is I'm really anxious about a bunch of stuff, and I just need to just chill, which is why I'm going to a negative sense. Sarah will aware enough to know that. With the Riverdale, when I said sexy atmosphere, I was like, that's a show about high school students. Stop trying to get yourself canceled, John. And then I was like, yeah, but
it is. But they are all my age.
Yeah, they're all 30. And Miss Grundle's like a babe, isn't she?
Miss Grundle's banging it up with Archie, bro.
Total babe.
Yeah.
That's so fun. Have you seen pictures? Did you ever read the Archie comics?
So long ago. In terms of the Riverdale timeline, that is so long ago that I forgot about Miss Grundle. Like... oh my God.
We have to have Cancel John merch. I want a Cancel John mug to sit in my mom will be so pleased.
She will love that. Yeah. I don't want GSA merch.
No,
I'm just putting that out there right now.
I had that vibe. What I think that is that we need I want a code for that, but you can never explain what it is. Like it's like a super inside thing where it's like, what does that mean? And if someone asks you what it means, it's like, oh, you don't know what that means? And that's the only thing you
don't
can say.
Deserve to know what it means.
Yeah. Like just says, you don't know what that means? Like, what? And it's like, yep. And it's that thing of like, it's like that, like,
oh, King Geo, calm yourself.
It's like when you see people in wrestling t-shirts, you get so excited because you're like, that's someone else that knows the thing I know too. Okay, the big white dog right over there. Big white dog right over there.
You're not showing us though.
I feel bad. I want to maintain people's privacy.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
I understand that.
Yeah, like the squirrel doesn't has no concept of time.
The squirrel doesn't have any concept of privacy. Yeah.
Let's put it this way: Alex Watson would be very angry at me for not showing such a cute dog right now.
Oh.
Yes. Oh.
It's Fight Club.
Oh, I
it's
love
Fight
that.
Club.
I almost want that to just be the shirt, like in really cool, like nice small writing, maybe over the heart. You know what I mean? Like just like in like just a nice, lovely cursive or something like that. And it's that'd be very fun.
And a little drawing of Ashley going. Shh.
like a lovely little caricature on the back, maybe.
Yeah,
and it's just
like a leady one.
Yeah, and it's also like because it's one of those things where it's like so, but enough that it's like abstract. So maybe it's you, maybe it's not, and you can't ask because those who know don't speak, those who speak do not know. Love it. I love it so much.
We'll see. Merch is down the line anyway.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
Also, Baldy has just activated the countdown theme because we mentioned Alex Watson. Should we, because we mentioned Alex, who was working at the Fringe, should we do a countdown and tribute?
We should do a countdown.
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Ashley, do you want to launch the countdown? You love to launch
I want to
break
launch the
video yesterday.
countdown.
All right. Lovely.
I sort of freaked out.
Why?
What?
Because I don't know if I imagined it, but it felt like it was slowing down the whole time.
Are you high?
No. That's
Oh,
why it scared me.
Ashley, did you catch what I have?
What do you have?
Allegedly.
Allegedly, bro.
Oh, I mean, maybe. Do you know what? The more you guys talk about it, though, the more I'm like, I want to go and get high with John and Chris. Like, and I've
pretty
never done it before.
Pretty fun.
Ashley, I
A
don't
lot
know.
of laughing.
But now I'm convinced now that that's going to be when I try drugs. It's with you guys.
Oh, I mean, I don't support that at all.
No.
Nice one, Boom
And
Slippery.
like,
Nice.
but like, I'm convinced of it. But there's also a voice in my brain going, no.
Why? We're both very good drug takers. We will absolutely be able to be like, what's happening right now? You don't feel anything? You probably do, actually. We're going to put on some nice music and just chat. And at a certain point, you will feel a bit of a negative feeling. And what you got to do is you got to pull just a touch back from that, and you'll feel great. Like it's
That's awesome.
just a touch back. Yeah.
Yeah, the main thing that I found is like not fighting the high. That's where I found a lot of difficulty, was like trying to hold on to control.
Yeah.
And then it's a lot like the way that I think about it is like,
no, I'm already getting
it's
stressed
like,
about this.
It's like a roller coaster.
Hang
Once
on.
you're locked in,
Can
you're on the ride and you go, oh, put your hands in the air. We're here. Everything's fine.
Okay, can I explain it in a different way? Because Chris doesn't have anxiety, I think, in the same way that maybe Ashley or I do. Because what you just said stressed me out, and I'm high right
So
now.
It's like when you're running down the street and there's no street lights and you can
I
hear
know what
footsteps behind you
I
and
know
you're
what
like,
you're doing.
Stop
here
it.
we go.
I know what you're doing.
Stop it.
I know
I'm
what you're-
glad that I trained
Stop
today.
it.
I got to tell you
Just
this right now.
Stop it.
I got to tell you right now. I like what he's doing is objectively very funny.
No.
Like, Chris, come back.
No,
That
don't
was-
let him come back.
I want to. No, it's great.
No.
That's great stuff.
No,
It's
I can't do it.
It's
I
really
can't do
good.
it.
He's doing the right thing. Like, I got news for you. For the purposes that we are an entertainment program, he is entertainment. Like this is
yes.
This is
It's
the correct
very
move.
entertaining and terrifying.
Exactly. He's doing the right move for his job. Yeah.
But then you come around the corner and there's a McDonald's and you're like, McFlurry. And you're like, everything's fine.
All right. So Chris is 100% right actually in that. But what you have to, I like to think about it is that things bubble up and you have to say them or acknowledge them or work through them because it's actually not the actual thing. There's something deeper that you're just quickly needing to address if you are someone who has anxiety. So it's that thing of like, you guys know the thing I'm trying to get ready for all of a sudden. It's really stressing me out. But I'm like not able to sleep. There's a bunch of stuff happening. I'm really worried about everything's going to get taken away. And so it's that thing of like, but when I'm high, it's like, is that actually going to happen? Is any of that actually true? And it's like, no, it's not. It's like, is it, you just,
That's very similar to meditation.
yeah, it's just like, it's cool, buddy. Like just
So good.
go on.
Well,
Yeah.
we'll
good.
see.
So nice.
And Ashley, it's also the thing, we'll have some orange juice in the fridge. If it gets too much, 2 glasses of orange juice and the THC is neutralized in your system.
And I'm dead.
Oh no!
But at least you're not high anymore, right?
Oh no! I mean, there's 2 squirrels now. There are 2 squirrels. I mean, Big Red's over there, but
King
Baby
Geo
Gray-
facts.
Yeah. Of course, yes. Also, do you dip the fries in the McFlurry like a monster?
No, I know some people love that.
No.
I'm not down with that at all.
That's absolutely just.
I remember a girl that I went to school with who used to get fries. And
Ashley, quick.
ooh,
does that work?
I like a mango juice.
Yeah,
We're
you
back
can do
on,
that.
baby. Okay,
Done.
so
Ooh.
when we go see the bowling alley, when we go to the bowling team, this is shaping up to be quite a week of streaming. We have to do a hot tub stream, and we have to do a full UTS, all three of us together, allegedly stream. And that's
How
it.
much are flights to Toledo?
We will be debuting some things so people can help with that.
Cool. That's gonna be fun.
That's a fact, Squilky. Weed has never killed anybody. And I know that because I used to have a lot of legalize it friends. And they would tell me that every day. Every day.
Every day. Yeah, that's true. Or you can also talk to the high, which makes you feel like a real hippie, but does work.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Cool. I'll be right back. I'm going to get some water. You guys do drugs.
Okay.
What scares you about it, Ashley? Is it the nervousness and the lack of control? Because it's that thing of like, okay, so then why are you able to have a cocktail? Is it because the cocktail helps remove your need for lack of control, or you feel somewhat in control with it?
I guess it's I can process the concept of how alcohol works in your body. Like, I understand how my metabolism works very well.
Okay.
But the first, like, I drank quite a few times from kind of 17 to maybe 21. I was kind of trying to learn to drink a bit, and I really did not have a good time. I hated it. I didn't enjoy it at all. And I stopped drinking until I was 25 and I moved to Scotland. I didn't drink at all. But there was a lot of that was to do with my illness. So it was a lot to do with how my body, because my illness affected my metabolism, and therefore I didn't process alcohol very well.
Oh.
So that was like the big part of it. And so I absolutely hated anytime I got drunk. I didn't enjoy the feeling. And then once I started drinking again a few years after I had my surgery, it was a totally different experience. It was completely different. And but I also had the maturity and I've grown into drinking quite well that I am very good at knowing my limit. I can stop drinking. There's a lot of people who don't stop drinking on a night out and get very, very drunk. But, you know, I'm very good at being like, no, I've had enough now. I'm good.
And it's also like, this might happen. You may not metabolize. I have no idea.
So that's kind of... I kind of, I understand that you drink alcohol and you consume it and its sugars is the same way as a lot of food. Like, I kind of can cope with that. But when you inhale something and it goes into your blood in that way, it freaks me out because I don't fully understand it and I've never experienced it. But also any experiences that I've had with any type of drug, which admittedly is kind of on the extreme end. I fucking hated morphine. I hated the feeling of being on morphine.
I had a very similar thing with Oxycontin. I hated it. Felt like that wasn't out of control. I hated it so badly because it wasn't like, you shuffle. What was your experience? Was it like that? Like you just felt like a zombie? I
felt it was illogical stress. Like, you know, when you're stressed, your stress is tied to something that you're thinking about and a feeling that you're having in relation to that thing that you're thinking about. You're stressed because of something that you understand.
1,000,000,000%, yes.
The morphine was just illogical physical stress, and I couldn't understand it. And the come down was one of the worst things I've ever felt in my life. I just wanted to die. And I don't know, have you seen the film Bird Box, which a terrible film, but did you see it?
Oh, the Sandra Bullock one where you have to wear blindfolds?
Yeah.
It's like a quiet place for your eyes.
I feel so hypocritical being able to say, no, I have not. Like, I feel so
You
bad.
don't need to see it. It's honestly one of the worst films I've ever seen, but I watched it because it was getting a lot of hype on Netflix, and I was like, oh, it's probably good. It's Sandra Bullock. I kind of like her. But I watched it, really regretted watching it, because it freaked me the fuck out, because the plot point in that is that it's like a plague thing that you can't see, but when you see it, and this thing happens to their eyes, and they just immediately commit suicide. Like, that's the plague, is that they just immediately kill themselves.
Self-plague.
Yeah, and so they, like, their eyes, they just see something and it makes them kill themselves. But something about that just reminded me of that feeling on morphine of, like, just illogical, I want to kill myself.
Ooh.
Wow.
Like, I hated it.
Jesus.
So much. Because, like, I've dealt with suicidal thoughts and depression and stuff, but this was just a different thing. It was just illogical. It wasn't tied to emotions and stuff. It was just a very physical stress. It was so weird.
F that, man.
At all.
Oh, man.
Yeah. But, you know, I couldn't feel the tubes coming out of my chest. So.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be a no from me, dog.
Yep. It sound like, it's just funny because everyone talks about how fun opioids are, and I was like, I hated it. So like, it's like, but it's also a thing of like, some people really want to escape. It's like, I like me. I would just like to, like, can we just take the works up here just down, let's just turn those down a bit. There we go. Like, but it's like, it's still there. I can still walk over and be like, yeah, all right. You know what I'm saying? And morphine is just toot goodbye.
Yeah, I've never done.
Yeah, morphine is terrible.
Closest I had was Tylenol 3 with codeine. I was 12. Felt amazing.
Codeine is lovely.
What? Yeah, well,
codeine is nice.
You're from the Irish.
Am I freezing again?
You're absolutely
I don't think so.
You're from the Irish Isle and also live in the British Isles, which means you're exposed to codeine.
I am.
On a near daily basis. What? All right.
Oh, there she goes. Yeah, she was freezing. Looks like that was us.
I'll have to take some codeine, I guess. That's very exciting.
Yeah, I broke my arm real bad when I was 12, and when they reset it, they gave me codeine, and I felt like I was fine. You know, when you're that drunk and everyone's like, "Are you okay, man?" And you're like, "I've never felt better in my life." What are you talking about?
Like,
it was
you don't
that.
realize you've thrown up, like that sort of thing.
Yeah. And I was just wandering around, so happy. 12 years old, broken arm, delighted. But nope, absolute mess. Had a blast. I want tramadol. For me, it's painkiller plus speed. Ooh.
I'm going to say this right now, is Squilky just paints such a mysterious photo of her actual life. Do you know what I'm saying?
I fucking love Squilky, man. I can't piece it together at all.
As do I. It's an absolute mystery that I live. I live just one more, like when she was just like an outdoor sex, I was like, Squilky, the mystery that is you is phenomenal.
Have you watched her stream?
No.
So nice.
I should watch.
So
Squilky,
nice.
When do you stream, Squilky?
Everybody watch Squilky. If you're not following Squilky, watch. To follow, such a delight.
Are we saying Squilky correctly?
Excuse me. I think so. Squilky? Right. Let's say it 8 more times until it doesn't sound like a word anymore. Then ask again. Squilky? 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 Squilky?
Welcome back, Ashley Manning.
Welcome back.
Sorry,
we're saying Squilky until it doesn't sound like a word anymore.
Squilky? Great. I was not hearing you guys. You were coming. My internet just shat itself for a moment. Do you know what? I actually don't think it's my internet. I think it's my computer.
Oh, damn. This is getting real hot.
So, speaking of cells, I have 14% left on my phone.
It's very hot.
And I cannot charge.
Yeah, that'll be why. Yeah. Should we call it a day? We've done an hour and a half. That's fine. That's our bare minimum. I think that's fine.
That's our bare minimum. We'll take a song. I am taking...
Oh, John's gone.
I thought the I was gone again.
Can't hear you, John. Can't hear you. I think a notification came up and it fucked it. It's going to be just me again. Or his battery's
going.
Soon. What John wants you to say is that he's attracted to the actors in Riverdale, but as their characters, not as their real ages. And
that's the whole point of everything he's trying to say. Oh, there he is.
He's looking forward to saying the N-word again soon on stream. He can't wait.
No, don't do this, Chris. You're only just definitely getting a call after the stream. That's all you're doing. You
should hear him pre-stream. He's just.
Do you? Sorry. Hang on a minute. Do you guys have calls after the stream without me?
Absolutely.
Oh,
not.
Only panicked calls from John about whether or not he's made a terrible mistake.
Yeah, only if they going, was I too high on stream? And then Chris goes, no, you're fine. I go, great, and then I hang up. And it's just one of those things.
Okay.
Yeah. No, it's not a call. It's not a call you want to receive. You know what I'm saying?
And then we quickly go, But not Ashley,
didn't
though,
wanna be
right? We
left
go,
out of
yeah,
calls.
no, and then we hang up, and that's the end
Ashley,
of it.
I
We
can
just-
call you when I feel. I'll just add you.
You
to the
can
calls.
totally call me.
You'll be.
He
added
called
to
you the
calls.
N-word 4 times last time, so actually it'd be nicer if he did it to your face.
No.
Hard R every time.
Yeah, that's really nice to hear. You were Baldy. I will say this: I am going to take tomorrow off to enjoy New York. I already because this
And
was
I'm
so
taking
fun.
tomorrow off to go see Will Duggan and get very drunk.
Left me alone twice
All
in
right.
1 week. Twice in 1 week.
I feel
my
Well,
own.
you left us alone for
Yeah.
a
Together.
while.
I left
not
you
the same.
together.
It's not the same. It's
I
not
left
the
you
same.
together.
I want to point out, I was about to say, I feel really bad knowing what you're going through and doing it. And one of those things where I'm just going, I will get you back. You're doing me a
Yeah,
favor.
we will get you back.
I feel
You
really,
guys don't know me shit. I was gone for ages.
but it's one of those things where it's like, I just have to say it, Chris. I've had marijuana,
Oh, no, fair
Yeah.
enough. Yeah.
but I do feel that way. Yeah, I know. That's what we're trying. Yeah,
Isn't that the
exactly.
last person you want to carry the load?
Not for this stream. This stream is, we're pro
Yes,
BC.
Baldy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh man. Okay.
Plus, I'm not going to have mods either. This whole thing's just going to be a
Oh my
mess.
god.
Oh my god, it's going to be so bad. I'm going to get hate rated. They're going to
you
call me
should.
honky.
You
They're
should,
going to call
'cause
me honky.
Will's
Oh, no.
finished at 10. I
Can you?
just by the time I'd get back to Glasgow, it would be done.
That's true. But you
Your
could
mom
be like,
would be done. I'm sorry, I'm lashing out now.
Yeah.
You are a little bit.
Did anyone else enjoy how cute Chris's lash out? When I or Ashley do it, there's blood. Chris is just like, hey, maybe cut down on the malarkey. Sorry for raising my
Yeah.
voice. Who wants another joke? Not you, Ashley. Mango juice all around. Like it's
Your
just
mom
like,
likes mango juice. That's right.
Yeah.
I doubled down.
Yeah. But you mean that in the sense that you took care of her when she's sickly, correct?
I know, bud. It's going to be a mess. King Geo, you want to come on? Just give me science tips.
King Geo, go on with Chris. King
Just
Geo
science
be really
tips
fun.
with King Geo.
I think King Geo would be an excellent streamer. King Geo I think probably worries about content a little bit, but I think he would be very fun, very informative, and he's very nerdy about things, but in such a pleasantly fun way. Where it's like he treats Star Trek like sports. Like, what do you mean you don't know which Enterprise it is?
Hey,
Edinburgh's nice
EMB
boy. What's up?
gave me the ticket to go see Mary Lane earlier, so that was nice.
Oh,
King Geo, we can talk about politics if you want. I can do that.
Yeah, anything is nothing is off limits on this stream. Our upcoming events are great. We've been like really putting together plans.
Yeah, we have.
Just for the back of everybody's mind, it's my birthday soon.
Oh, what day? When's your birthday?
What day?
28th of September.
That's so far from now.
That's
so far
Less
from
than a
That's
It's a
more than a
month.
month. That's over
Yes,
a month.
but in the context of this stream, we have a big thing between now and then.
Yeah, we do. I thought it was a relevant time to say it.
It is a relevant
I'm
thing.
sorry.
Don't listen.
Okay,
don't listen-
I'm not
don't
big on
listen to Chris.
birthdays. That's on me. That's not.
Don't
I
I'm
listen-
not
don't
really
celebrate them.
either. I'm not
He's
really
lashing out.
either,
We're
but
going to do a very nice thing for your birthday. I will be in Winnipeg, Quebec, Canada. I don't know how this will work with shows.
Winnipeg. That's
Yeah,
where
that's
Winnie
right.
the Pooh came from.
That's right.
That's
That's where Winnie the Pooh. Why the Pooh, Christopher Robin? I don't know. Winnie the Pooh. That's a heritage moment.
Have you smelled my socks? He said.
No, Christopher. Absolutely. lovely.
Full circle. We should
I
raid
will
someone
be-
before John's phone dies.
Yeah.
Yes, we
we're
should
at
do
10%.
that.
10%. Oh, because we have to do something else after this. That's exactly why we have to do that.
I've got Javier.
Yeah, great.
Cool.
Let's do that.
Oh, hang on. Oh, are we? Oh,
I mean-
yeah, we're doing that. We're doing that.
Yeah. And oh, by the way, the raid message must, of course, be #CancelJohn. Hashtag.
Yeah.
Double cancel John. Yeah.
Okay, raid. Yeah.
And
got
actually,
it.
don't worry, you get to be part of the call, because guess what the first question I'll be asking Chris as soon as the stream is over? About 3 times. So you get to just enjoy that.
Great. I'm excited. I am excited. I am ready to raid now. Everybody, go say hi to Have, and we'll see you. Well, Chris will see you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And tomorrow afternoon. Bye, team.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Everyone rated?
I'm
Baldy,
done.
please be my best friend and raid. If not, people who are in my channel, please head on over to Javier. I love you, Baldy. You're the best.
I'm sure Baldy has done that.
I don't have any idea. We will find